Hello, so we have reached exercise 26, which is to count the number of words in a string. So we have a string and it contains some spaces, so maybe not just a space, maybe multiple space, maybe a backslash t tabulation, the backslash n, a return line, and so on. So we need to count the number of words in a string. So they are telling us, please use the function isSpace. So isSpace is in the ctype.h header library, and it tells us if the character is a space, it could be backslash n backslash t, or a normal space, and we need a helper function n variable. Of course, we need to count the number of words, and we need also one boolean variable, one logical variable, because we need to, whenever we move from a word or space to a word, we need to count this element, and we need to count it just once. So whenever we are from a space, when we are a space, we move from a space to a character, we need to raise the flag in order to count it just once. So obviously, in order to count the number of words, I need a string and I need a number. So the output, it's a number, it's an integer, and let's call it nv words. And of course, we need a string as input. So let's call it s. And so as for the variables, we need an integer I because we need to loop over s. And we need n, so because we need to count the number, and we need a boolean, so let's call it inside, so to say that we are still inside the word. So if the s is still inside the word, so we start from inside equal to 0, and n is equal to 0 2, and I also, so why not, we can place it like this. So we'll loop over, so for, so there is no initialization here, so as long as s of I is different than 0 I plus plus, I should check. So I need to add the ctype.h header library because I need to use the function as a space. So if it's a space, is a space of s of I, it means that I'm in a space. So I'm not inside a word because I have moved now into spaces. So if it's not a space, so it's obviously it's a character. So if it's a character, so if it's a word. So however, I need to pay attention that if I was outside and now I moved inside, so I will count it as one. So else here I need to make another if to check whether I'm inside the word or not. So if I'm not inside, so it means that I was outside and now I moved inside, I will count it as a new word, so I will increment n, and of course I'm now inside the word, so I will say inside equal to 1. So just array, it's a flag. So first it's down, I'm outside of the word, so I'm didn't begin yet. And whenever I'm checking there's a space, if there's a space, so I'm not inside the word. And whenever it's not a space, so I need to check if I was outside or inside the word in order to count it just once. And of course, whenever we finish, I just need to return the lovely number of characters of words, sorry, which is n. So here we don't need str2, so we need to enter a string, and let's print the number of words. So nb words equal %d backslash n, and it's called nb word of str1. And let's run. So enter a string, hello, more spaces, how are, tabulation, and you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 words. So this is correct. So we have correctly wrote this. So let me repeat quickly. So we have three integers, three variables. I have to loop over the string and to count the number of words, and inside there's a flag to tell me whether I'm inside a word or outside. So for example, whenever I'm here, there's a space, so I'm always outside. And whenever I'm moving into H, so now I'm into a new word, so I'm inside a word. So whenever I'm looping again from H to O, so O, okay, it's not a space, however, I'm not outside the word. I'm inside the word, it's already counted, so there's no need to recount it twice. And this is it for this exercise. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to write to me and I will answer you back. And again, thanks for watching.